Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everybody? I told you I was going to change my decal, and I did. It says here now, Jesicris.com. So it's not just my media. Well, if you go to the website, it's basically all just links to my media, but stuff, yeah. Instagram. I am also live on Instagram if you guys want to join me on that as well. So I am also loud. I'm also live on YouTube and Instagram right now. So peep that, y'all. Peep that. Nobody's joined in yet, but I did a poll on my Instagram today in the morning, which I'm usually never on. But in that poll, I asked, should I choreo or edit music on, on screen? And you guys said to choreo on screen. So I'm gonna show you guys my methods, but I'm not gonna actually choreo right now on screen, only because of the fact that if I do that, you guys are gonna know some of my team's choreography. But as a hip hop instructor, I don't have a lot of the cool key terms that jazz, ballet, and all that stuff has. So, oh, thank you, Chloe. Happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Happy birthday, Chloe.
No. She said it to me.
Uh,
Anyways, I'm also on call with my friend Oliver.
what's
Um,
up?
yeah. Oh, hey, Brittany. I was just talking to you, but now you're here. Cool. Be rad. What's up, guys? So yeah, welcome to my live stream. So I'm gonna go through and basically talk about my methods of choreography because I don't have that vocabulary, so I kind of have to make up my own type of way of like choreographing. So I do annotate all of my choreography so that I can remember it. Now, the way that I annotate it is a little weird because, like I said, we don't have the vocabulary as hip hoppers. We kind of call everything different things. But what we do have in common though are eight counts, musicality, and lyrics, noises. We could utilize all these different features when we go through our choreography, which is something that I think is really like fun to do. Now, first of all, if you are new to choreographing, I recommend not to choreograph in a linear fashion. So, hey Abby, welcome. What I mean by that is do not choreograph. By the way, these videos, if you miss anything, if it's important to you enough or of value, go ahead and what this all becomes an uploaded YouTube video later on. So yeah, uh, peep that. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're starting to choreograph for the very first time, I highly recommend not choreographing in a linear fashion. As in, do not think of a song and then choreograph it from the beginning and then just take each step and go all the way to the end because you can't really see the bigger picture. It's supposed to be a piece of art, and I thoroughly believe in that. And I, I really would recommend that you find pinnacle points in the song or parts of the piece or your favorite moves, if anything, and then work the middle sections into it, if that makes sense. So, like, if you had a song, if the song was linear, find your moments where you want to say something, because, like I said, it's art, and then dance to each moment with meaning. And that's how I've always choreographed it. I usually choreograph at least three songs at a time because I don't want my mind to be set to one thing as I go across. So, let's kind of do an example here. So my screen usually when I'm choreographing, it doesn't start with me standing up. It starts with me closing my eyes, listening to the music, finding all the different noises, what I want to hit, all the small things before I go into it. So let's take a look. See, my screen usually looks like this, where I have Spotify on the right with all my playlists, which I believe I made three of my playlists public if you really want to look through it. And explicit lyric warning, FYI, I am a hip hop teacher, so yeah. And then on the left, you see my annotated choreography notes over here. So what this is uh, it'll be different for every teacher. Now, if I know it's very difficult to see on Instagram because it's such a smaller screen, but what I have is it goes across here as one full 8 count, and then that's numbered on the way down. Then it has 3 different categories under each 8 count. It shows move, which is like the move, how I try to best describe it. It's musicality, what either lyric, beat, if there is no beat, or what I'm trying to hit there. If it's an and, if I have to say and when I'm yelling out while I'm teaching it, that's where musicality comes in. And description, it's like the 8 count summed up. Here though, here I have the lyrics of the song because I'm trying to hit syllables and I don't really understand, because this was a different language song, so I don't really understand the song that well. So I tried to put the lyrics here so that you can see the inflections and syllables that I'm hitting with each piece. So that is how I choreograph in that sense. Yeah. So do not choreograph in a linear fashion. That's the biggest thing. I don't know. Okay, let's. Okay, so this song here, I'll break this down. So, oh man, hold on. Let me make sure I didn't name anything stupid. Okay, no, we're okay. We're okay. Okay, so, yes, each sheet is gonna look different for me because I name each move how I feel in that immediate moment. I'm really good at being impulsive in that sense. So let's look for this song. This is Mayente. I think I said it right. I don't know. I don't even know what it means. I don't even know anything. But here we go. So I choreographed to this song right here. I do not own any of this music, by the way. I know this goes on YouTube, so I feel like I have to say that. So it starts on the 1 right here, and then that's why I wrote up here at the top, starts on drop 1. So yeah, feel free to message anything if you guys want, by the way. And then so the first lyrics here are see it right there on the screen. Yep. And then I start off here writing right, left, right, right, and that's the footwork. But I understand that, and I don't have to write foot. But if I needed to write foot, I would write foot. But like I've been annotating my choreo so long, I know what I mean by right, left, right, right. I'm not talking about arms randomly doing stuff. And then I go and left ball, which means left ball change, starting left, right. And I already know that I'm putting my foot in the back, and it just helps me remember it. And these are also the things I'm going to be yelling out when I teach this to the class. So as the beat comes in, 3, 4, 5. I thought I was starting 3, 4, 2, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So I'd be like ready, 5, 6. Okay, I'm off. Hold on. I have to start from the top. Alright. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 5, 6, 7. Yelling it right, left ball. Yeah, so like I would be saying things like that, and then I do swing arm shoulder because those are the big points that I want to execute when you do the dance. So I'd be like swing ball shoulder. That's the move, actually, by the way. Well, I can't stand, but if that's the move, you're pushing like this with your left leg dragging around you, and then you're pushing this over to the other side. And then as you're pushing this over to the other side, you grab here, and then you roll up, okay? Joe just joined. Hey, Joe! Yeah. She actually learned this piece, so it's kind of, now she gets the behind the scenes on what I'm doing. But anyways, so roll up. And then that's how you go into this whole choreography and how I annotate it. And then, so see how I wrote here in musicality, I wrote whatever. That's because you do whatever you want in those first 2 steps arm-wise, and then right elbow twice. So doom, doom, right elbow twice. And that's how I annotate. That's 1 8 count. Okay, so I'm filling all these things in, things that I have to remember to remind them, because each 8 count is, pinnacle. But as I'm creating this, I wouldn't start from the top of this piece of paper, like from up here, and then just go down. I would start at the 8 up here, then I would listen for the next part where I want to come in here, and I'd fill it up, and then I would just fill up the gaps as I go. I would never choreograph linear. That's the biggest thing I want to tell you. If you guys are creating your own choreography, do not choreograph in a linear fashion. Find the moments in the song that you want to choreograph to, and then choreograph in between, because the piece will mean more. It is a piece of art. Dance is art. So make sure that you do it that way, not linear. Do not do it linear. That's basic. Don't be basic. You don't want to be basic, okay? So yeah. That's I think, you know, that's the basic rundown on how you guys to do this, you know what I mean? So keeping it down that way is how I execute this whole plan. And then also when you're choreographing, it is important to stand up. Like I know I said it starts here with me sitting down, thinking, closing my eyes, finding moments. Yes. But if there is something that you're even just questioning about a dance as you choreograph, you stand up and you just try it and you feel it. You feel the move out yourself, you know. Sometimes, you know, you can't get your arm all the way past your toe to do a wrist stand. You know, you choreographed it. It was up here. It worked out well here. But, I mean, the physics are completely different. Plus, it'll feel different when you execute it. Sure, it'll look good visually in your head as you do it. And especially if you've done this for a long time, it will. But like, you just got to maintain that mentality as you go. Yeah, so that's my basic rundown on choreo. I actually can't stay live that long for this video, and I'm sorry. And the main reason is because I do have a lot to choreograph. Well, finish choreographing. Just formations, really. Formations. Okay, so blocking. For blocking, yeah, you try to be as unique as possible. Don't just go straight like staggered line, switch, staggered line, diagonal, diagonal, straight line. It has to constantly be moving, but it's also sending a message too. Here, I'll pull up some of my old. I don't even know if I have any of my old stuff. Let me look. Oops, I just dropped myself out for a second there. Yeah, there we go. Put that in this one. I don't think I have my old stuff on this computer anymore. I usually do.
No.
I usually do clean. Oh, here we go. I'll just show you guys a template. So, yeah. So Oliver is basically, you know how like in those talk shows, you have like Jimmy Kimmel, and then you have that other guy that just kind of talks and says things in the back. That is what Oliver is to me in my live stream. So expect him to always kind of be there. Just kind of, just for side comments and small things, you know. You always gotta have that guy. That's how it works. That's what I pay him for. Yep.
Pay me. I get paid.
Nope. All right. So yeah, but that's basically how you set up choreography and things. Hold on. So you guys don't have to see this. I'm just gonna turn back and self promote yet again as I look through my files here. Let's see. Here we go. Formation template. I found it. So I've gone through not to choreograph in a linear fashion. I have gone through how to listen to the music. You first start out sitting down and just understanding the music, and then you start feeling it out and dance to it. This is just my methods, by the way. You don't have, adjust this as you need. Okay? And then, annotate it like how I did here. Let me pull those screens up again for you guys. Like Kate just joined, so I want to fill her in. If you still want to watch whatever happened at the beginning of the stream, by all means, watch it on YouTube. It'll be uploaded later on my channel. Just saying. But this is the choreography thing. Okay. Oh shoot, I should probably change the name of this. Jesicris, how I choreograph dance. Description, what I said. No, I'm kidding. No. What I said in the title. No. These are my methods to which I choreograph my pieces. Every time I go live, by the way, earlier in the day, I will put a poll out on Instagram, and on Instagram I will follow the poll as to what subject you guys want me to cover during my streams at night. And remember, my streams are nocturnal. I can be streaming from 10 p.m. till 3 in the morning. I just can't do that now because I have an early morning tomorrow. So that's what I'm saying. Anyways, bringing up the old screen here, we have Spotify on one side, and then my annotated choreography on the left. Remember, do not choreograph linear. The biggest advice I could give to anybody that choreographs, do not choreograph in a linear fashion. Don't go step A, B, C. Listen to the music, find the points and moves you want to do at certain parts. Choreograph that first, and then choreograph everything in between. It'll be a lot easier, and the piece as a whole will look more complete because your mind was in one spot for all of these different dynamic parts, and then you choreographed in between to get to it. So that is the big spiel about that. And then music, always pick a song that you're feeling. If you don't have a song that you're feeling and you need to choreograph to it, you're going to hate the piece later on. It's not worth it unless the piece grows on you. But if the piece grows on you, that says a little something about you, how you... Anyways. That's that. Now, how I do blocking when I block their formations and such. I use PowerPoint. I have this template here that's based of whatever, and then I would just write their names in here. Now, what's cool about PowerPoint for blocking is that when I place it, I have their names here, and I go in. You see these little marker lines that mark, lines for you so that you can line them up perfectly as it goes. And then I already have this template set up. I just have to hit save as and change the name to the name of the dance as I go through, and then I would put them in certain spots. So what I was saying earlier is, like, you don't want to always stick to the basic, like this. You don't want to stick to basic formations such as this all the time. Like, of course they're great to have, especially when you showcase intricate choreography. You want something that's simple like this, and then that'll have simple line switches where these groups move up and such. But for the most part, you can be dynamic. Use different views. See, now, even though, like, you see this grid in your mind that you think makes sense, you could change it up a little. Like, have a staggered line of diagonal here, and then have these two out here. And then during the dance, since everything's mobile, it's not going to stay like this. You can have something where these two rotate around the person in the middle, and then these guys, like, cross, and then they go and do something else, Instead of just trying to create these linear things, think of it as small sections here and small sections at other places as you go in when I do choreography. And then you can you just go in, and I use PowerPoint for this. Then I duplicate the slide, and then I can just move them again, and I duplicate the slide. So I use PowerPoint for all of my blocking if you want to understand how to choreograph it in that sense. So that's the basic way I use this to block certain pieces, especially when you have a lot of different things to block and stuff. I have the formations here, I have my annotated choreography here, and then I have a song list with all the songs that I'm choreographing to here with Spotify. So each different team or class that I go through has different notes and different annotated choreography. Well, the choreography, since I work at 3 different studios, I can kind of recycle and see for different classes. But for teams and stuff, this helps out a lot, especially if it's a team that I didn't get a chance to see that much and I have throughout the whole year, and I need to go back to choreo, but I don't like their choreo, but I don't remember it that well. I have all this. I have their formations and I have their notes ready to go so that I can address it properly and keep the vision that I initially had when I choreographed it in the first place, which I think consistency in that is huge. And yeah, I think I almost covered everything. Or, well, I mean, there's a lot. I can't really cover everything. But when you annotate your choreography also, make sure that you're writing things down that apply to you and understand yourself. You're an individual, so you may not have these 3 categories that I have. You may not have the same ear that I have when I annotate your choreography, but I do highly recommend you annotate your choreography because it'll help you adjust to anything that comes your way, because nobody else can read your notes like you can, and you'll understand it the most. So just like in your own dancing, in your own choreography, you be yourself. In how you organize it as well, be yourself. I think with that, I can leave you guys saying that this was pretty credible. You guys had a lot of good input. Thank you for listening. For those of you that listened, this has been a. Oh, what? Somebody was chatting? No, no, was chatting. No, just kidding. But yeah, this becomes a YouTube video, so you will see this on YouTube later on. Hey, Kayla. Oh wow, I totally missed that. Hey, Mark. What's up, bro? SBB. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Take my boy Mark Miranda's classes too, by the way. He's dope choreographer. Yeah. So I'll leave y'all with that. Thank you for watching. I hope you took something from this, and I hope when you choreograph, you do not choreograph linear. Do not choreograph linear. Choreograph your sections that you feel the most and choreograph to them. Makes the piece feel whole. Alright. Goodbye, guys. Subscribe only if you mean it. Like only if you mean it. Follow my social media on Jesicris.com. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace!